And yes, 100%, Rosa will reptobate. And when she hear my brother voice now, a mum black come round, and she realize, say, we come, she not see me there window, you know. She start tear up her clothes.
Me not go bother you no more, June. No more me not bother you.
And him boy, him just say, boy, the twin them. And just cut off it two away. As per usual.
Early locks the voice box, tell me what you think. Broke it down in detail, make me know the link. Early locks the voice box, tell me what you think right now.
Alright, Purple Nation, welcome back to another episode of Voice Box What You Think, episode 54. Now, in that episode, me I deal with this thing where happened, what I feel like about 7 years ago now. You see me? Which would have been like a week ago or a week and a half. You see me? Where Rosalee and her mother have a popular TikToker, Rosalee, have a physical altercation with her mother, will result in a one busted and some other damage and some other bag of madness. And I never talk about the crisis sitting here, but it's a situation near and dear to me for more than one reason. And despite how long it go on, me go deal with it. Because many people still are sending them concern about it. And you know, me have some things I deal with. So for a minute now, me not do nothing. You see me? And for a minute, me do mean by like about a week. This is how fast the information thing I go. You see me? So me have to tell you say for a minute and that feel like a couple months. Me know that. Anyway, I always say, nothing better to learn from than actual situations about the things when me teach in the meantime. Because I know holy pound boy, you're a thing different man and above them kind of thing they know a life. We learn from life and this is my culture. I come from it. As bad as and as volatile it is, I come from it. You understand? Me rise above it because I make the right move them and make some proper decision in a life and rise above it. But me dare not think say just me one did down there where did really want to hear certain information and learn certain things where can help me rise above the situation until me ultimately do it. So this is for those found among them who need that type of information. Yeah. I'm also going to deal with the whole situation with Chief Curry and all of that mix up that we are going over in a Maroon town in a St. Elizabeth there. So stay tuned, you know, this and more after the break. So only pound that Jamaica suffer bad. Politicians are beating up bad from all sides. Them beating up go, them beating up come. I don't know why I run away foreign. I totally understand. But who telling us that the key to America they are over man yard? When you go on over man, go make them rubbing up with all manner of evil. Only two dons, man. Only two dons. Now follow big win, boy. A foreign man wang go. Remember me telling you how long past stir it up say if you idiot at Jamaica are the same idiot you carry that foreign. Yeah, brother, cause see him so a girl munchie but she apply for visa and go on the people in farm and when she see sex, instead of she put the F for female, she go talk about whole heap of time and that she right on the farm. Really enough you don't you? Couldn't agree more. And even if you don't, them willing to help you go right through the farm. So call Louis Law now, call the number up on the screen. So me understanding up like me understanding the situation. By all means runway. But not tell Louis Law say me say for runway because they not support them something there. If you tell Louis Law say me say for runway, me go deny it. Say thanks vice back. Alright, do remember, say if you ship anything at all to the Caribbean, or you know, even within the US, you have to use Next Shipping. You might log on www.shipwithnext.com. Believe me, let me tell you this. No, I know one of them shipping company, they were more deep in your barrel and them out of sardine. Your peanut butter, them safe. I remember, it's a hassle-free service. Once you ship with them, whatever you ship comes straight to your door. Or the people them door. Well, if you're not on the door, them ship door too. So thanks, Vice Box. Alright, before me jump in it, first and foremost, pick up all of those who support the channel, you know, people who are member, people who are patron, you know what I mean, regarding the short list of those people, you are very important to this channel. Big up on yourself. People who like, share, subscribe, same way, on important to the channel, because I know that's a chat, so I respect what I go on over here, so I actually take some kind of action, even the free action, them like, share and subscribe, it is appreciated. And if you don't even see the hype button and can hype a video every time I drop it, it help get them further and further out, so you can just keep the message in one corner for yourself, because I know if I'm not tempted to do that. Also do remember So my book Planet Hurt is available on Amazon. It's available on www.jadeals.com. Log on on that and you find out how to pick up your physical copy or how to get them, ship it to you. The Road to Zion is always also available on Amazon. You see me? And the one there is the hardback. And the audio version is coming soon, but the audio version of Planet Hurt is available. So yeah man, go get phone copy in our various forms right now. And also for the people who asked about the whole P. Diddy Netflix documentary, I can't stuff it up in another episode there. So definitely, yeah, in another episode I deal with that bigger serious. Again, big up the true supporters. One hour is worth 100,000. Idiot will support the nonsense and the stupidity where most of the other channel them really espouse or show or deal with or is about.
Rosalee is a Barnabas.
Thou shalt not lick thy mother. Argument done.
It no take no normal woman to beat them mama and bust up all their mama face. In a Jamaica, we are not that type of person.
Kind of weak right now, you know. I don't know if I can go on a little while longer. I feel a little weak right now. Come on, get something to eat.
I just want something to eat. I'm going to lie down and this man should come here at trace.
Alright, so that situation here, one more situation where a whole heap of people that just love me come tell you know exactly what going on. Me can't do it. Because a complicated situation, them type of family conflict especially, is more complicated than how we like to simplify it. Situation like them where you find two people that say the same thing about one another. And the truth is that one of them have to tell the line. But unfortunately, how both of them react to the situation, the two situations look completely alike. Twin reality. The truth is that two possible scenarios always happen at all time. Sometimes it's a little bit of both, but always one more than the other. You see me? I'm only name out some possible scenarios. So now it's quite possible. So in a Rose case, it is all up. Well, see our next teaching here from in the meantime. We manifest, or possibly a manifest in another situation here. It's quite possible. Say, you know the Oedipus complex? What I'm telling you about from them time there? Well, it can manifest in this. This is how you seek to have control over people, sabotage them so you can be, them can depend upon you and need you for them survival. It can be an element of control because she have the money. And know that the mother are threatened to basically be independent of her. That causes a problem. That is quite possible. Anyway, you have the next part of the scenario where yes, it's possible say that Rosa got through. And it's also quite possible say the next part of it where she got through, which is quite valid too, is the part where she know enough of herself as she expressed to her mother, said none of them people are not rate you. All of them are try to go through you to bring down the success where me have. And when I discuss what kind of success and the toxicity of it. But success nonetheless. In our world make out of idiot, fuckery are popular. Rose is very popular and her thing at work. So when she tell her mother now say, don't link with them people where you know, where you more than know say hate me. And you still go link with it. And she still go link with the people. Them thing they lick cheap. Rosalee cannot go through them two things there when we just describe simultaneously. Means the same time. Cannot go through the two things. You also have the next side of it. Where the mother secretly jealous. And Rosalee success. For true. But nobody no learn in our culture. For know so when they jealous, then can something they can come tell you. What me always about it. Then complain about every fucking thing in our world. Except what the problem truly is. Which is why them always have conflict and can't live good. Because one are both people not saying what is truly the issue. And complain about everything and beat round the real issue we left in our middle. I build up and I build up and I build up. But then not talk what it really is. She can really be jealous of Rose's success. How best do you get to Rose? And that success is to link with other people who want to bring her down. And play innocent. Like, that is not the case. Boy, she just want to stop me from go up on TikTok, you know. She don't want me to make my own money. And it is exactly right when Rosalee say, why her mother never come to she? Go ask her for your phone. Because she don't really want a phone. Why she never ask her about how TikTok work? Because our mission is to make she look bad. Mission is not to make peace with Rosalee or make Rosalee be the good person where she good and know deep down. Say she is. She just want to prove more and more to the world say her daughter not good. Because Rose got good and want a really nice person be underneath all that mess. And the mother know that too, but she don't want to show that. You get me? Because the Rose where the world know that monster they have to make money. The real person would have way nicer than that. And none of them don't like title Laverne, you know. Them just hate Rosalee more. I remember that all those years ago, none of them forgot, you know. Well, most of them forgot when me tell them, I use an example when I say Gully versus Gaza. You think I like these so-called fans like Cartel? No, them just hate Mavado more. I use Cartel as a way to hate him and drive him down. And vice versa. Them don't love Mavado. Them just hate Cartel more and use Mavado as a way to drive down him. And that game the most people play. They're not concerned with Laverne in a no kind of way. I use her for true. Even people used to come and talk about, oh, this, that, and oh. If you love your mother, this, that content, them not give a f*** Laverne. And no mother. She want Rosa look away in order to be right, to stop her from do the things where she don't want to see. As a mother, we never accomplish these things in our own life. I see them situation here, too much, them too familiar to me. It is quite possible so the mother knows that she feel Rosalee. So she don't want Rosalee to be nothing but a failure because it reminds you so you feel. If she could be anything otherwise. It reminds her so she feel, me should I say. So if you as a mother now can't help the world to see her as a failure, you gotta do it. And it has nothing to do with Rosalee. It have everything to do with where she as a mother never do. But she not gonna tell nobody that. Me more lean towards that. She had the more degenerate in her situation. Yeah. And if you know I really go under them kind of situation, yeah, you can't look on the surface. It take time to really sit down and observe and put things together. I understand it. And for all of them girl, in the first set of clip them, you know, I talk all of the thou shall not, right, your mother that and you can't do this and you can't do that. Let me tell you something. They all know 3/4, you know, you not think about Rose and Fair situation. You not think about that, not a fool no mother who know I use and measure Rose on, you know. If fool no mother good too, no, then Rose must want put. Rose cup can't full. Nothing can happen to Rose for Rose just have the outburst there. Because the lady not do her nothing. Because fool no mother not do nothing. As so most people measure everything, you know, with freedom experience. And I realize that them no factor in the person them I try to listen to. All now. I remember one time when me I talk to one girl, I tell her certain things I made I go through with my mother. You know, my personal experience them. And the girl get wicked and vexed. I start cuss and I say, oh, me terrible. And your mother that, you can't say that, boy, your mother and this and that. I mean, really? Pissed. And up to now, she no say she no factor in my mother in it and my experience in it. You remember me telling about that girl? Someone supposed to remember that. If you don't know the backstory about somebody, you can't do that. When you do that, you dismiss them pain. Me are the expert in a way me I got you. And you come tell me, no man, your mother can't do that, man. How you talk about, man? Yo, no, dada. You spit in a people's face. When you say, boy, no, man, I must something else, man. You sure you not do nothing? If somebody and their mother have a bad relationship, that's just what it is. You have a different mother from Fidem mother. Fidem experience different from yours. Alright, so you have father out there. Your daughter. So what you say? The father and the daughter, they have a good relationship because our father that. Don't answer that. I'm gonna come learn. So when you can't tell people nothing, you just don't. You stop. Because it's a choice if you don't understand what you are trying to say. Because them have a line of thought and a direction where that I go in, and that is it, the hunger thing that with them I deal with, You can't bring a new concept to them without a pushback. Alright, you remember this? And then you have these parents now will come up, will make you feel like you are the problem. Like, oh, cause my mother at one point used to have this thing. Anytime she want nothing, give me this, that, and if you have like, oh, but mommy, you must never plan, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. Then the Shirley sees that upon queue for the 9 months that I carry you, no charge. And then your guilt now blow, you know, feel like she does.
That's true, she carry it for that
But
month.
realistically, I don't owe you to carry me for that. That was a choice what you make. Even though sometimes it hurt and it disappointed, me used to forgive. Me used to say that person, I mean, not make decision the same exact way. I mean, did know, so me always under attack from the energy that when most people listen, and it included parents, family members, it included them. I mean, know, so when me make the unpopular choice, I'm always under attack. Why? Most people, when know, so them can do more. Most people know, so them lack courage. Most people know, so them all them do afraid. Them not want you for brave, you know. Them not want you for do what them think can be done. So them I go always a discourager. Them I go always I try to find a way to draw you down. And someone say, oh, them are going to do that and them are your family. Don't put everything aside and see the human. And then you will see exactly which picture you're looking at. Somebody that you have, you know. Them bad mind are not the same way like everybody else. That's a choice. Comes the time you have to stop ball and fix you. Just fix you. Don't be the victim like they were. You don't have to believe the narrative there. In another interview, which is in the description, by the way. Remember when we did say that. And the interview I do from early 2019, by the way. Check the version of it where they pan for them nightly fix channel. I don't see what they deal with me. Yeah, man. I have a lighting problem, sorry about that. But check it for sure. I see what they deal with me wicked. Hey, man, that, oh! Hey, man, I can't run you! Yeah, man, I know family. None of my family member them, bar none, never back me neither, on the concept there. And me just love them. Until today people start say more and more of me, I say. Enough of them even start say it too. Like at the commonplace in them knowledge of this, and them know this from them born. Yeah, man, I saw them stay a long time. Let me say it again, I repeat so you can learn. Nobody not listen. Nothing at all for nobody else sake. Them not watch nothing at all. Them watch everything and base it on their own experience. You can relate to it. A twin reality. Nobody not realize there are two situations where look alike always a play out. Two possible scenario. You get me? So if a man poison you in a real life, for example, and you're nearly dead, spend 6 months in the hospital, and because you can find out so them bad mind if it's something, you buy one Benz, you buy one Beamer, something. And they literally said poison in your food and you're nearly dead. And you find out the person, and when everything where you watch your basic on that. So when somebody, you watch somebody, I say, boy, them bad mind me, you know, I know when they fight against me, boop. You assume that the person is right. The person they tell the truth because you go through that too. But the person who will come and say that in other circumstance there, I can't demo the aggressor. I can't demo the bad mind one. We say the same thing with the other person I say. I can't demo the one. But you just assume, so because you can relate to it, them and say half of them right. In the scenario where you look on. And it is quite natural, you know. Don't get me wrong. Because I saw, we set up. When we are listening to something, we can naturally base it on our experience in order to relate to what the person I try to say to it. But we never meant to be so selfish, where we completely disconnect and leave out the person we are trying to show you something. We're supposed to relate to it and then pay attention and look into what really happened to that person. But most of we just get up and gone. Once we get in to say our experience and we can relate to it, we're done with it. We know it was never about the person. And that make it fun. I'm not take up for Rosalee. But the concept is true for everybody. Oh, you know which one of the situation y'all look on. In a for them situation who tell you say the mother is a mother in terms of a functioning mother. And for those who think me above this type of subject, this is not the biggest example wanna say, if I think on pay renting in the meantime. The psychological program I'm deal with them type of high knowledge there. Wanna feel say make me above this. Not this are the exact way anything me talk about in them show there. Mars. A life on earth, everywhere on earth. Uptown, downtown, Middletown. Life, human life. No pay hyphen renting this, not a subject matter to this. We're not seeing this. But people just live with people and things about them are raise them. And the youth them are raise themselves. Them just never dead. You know the shit. You just live with them. And I eat out of the said pot. But you not function in your role. It obviously both mother and daughter psychologically damaged. And that does one big damage I go around in a circle. Alright, look. On Laverne. It's a Laverne, the mother. Alright, just look on the video.
Them said she slept on her live a while ago.
Never get some of the money to me, can't go bother and bother about things. I told me not go bother about things no more. Me not go bother you no more, June. No more, me not bother you.
Walk with the live, so we to see a Sheila kept us, so we call the police.
Vani, you know help her buy one fan.
It's not pure fan.
We are calling
and it's not June money buy my phone either.
Stop touching.
It's not. I fuck out of my clutches and buy my phone.
And I put on the lady here. I mean no kind of disrespect, but at the end of the day, objective reality. The lady look like she there, so with me here. She don't look like, as them say, the light on upstairs, but nobody not there. She look like so she fully have it together. And like she can be receptive of any logical type of reasoning. Be honest with yourself. Then tell me now. Won't imagine, say Rose got through. Say she raised herself. Like whole heap of Garrison Pitney. Them say when a child is born, so is a mother. Well, all me can say, I should have saw it go. But in a most poor circumstance then, especially. What do you think happen? A mother not born when a child is born. I mostly regret when all of the responsibility we take to deal with Pitney. Drop in. It's like a youth come trouble them. By themselves, this youth just come knock them door and say, yeah, I'm a youth, you're my mother, you know. Or you're my father, you know. Or you're my parents. Like the Pitney choose them. And like I know something them do. Like I know skin them skin out. And instead of own the mistake them and carry what them can, them spend their life and blame the Pitney. Their responsibility where them have now. To deal with the youth. Now this in the meantime been a show now. Now perfect example is. Yeah man, tied to a Laverne. No do nothing wrong. Yeah man, I hear all that the name. I remember one time. Years ago. When me ask a boy, you have some of the woman them right now, them have all some name with them have all them profile. You remember that? Yeah man. Title this and sexy this and good that. I'm just a boy, I don't know kick me no Pitney. I don't pick no call no mother, no call no phone. Now I live an example this. Of that scenario there. And don't think me I blame Laverne. The kind of words of Trump, she not even knows that she alive. This are the reality where she know, using her title. That's the answer to everything. Oh, Pitney, I got escape. Your judgment there with parents like that. Who not even know say them alive. IQ wise. Can't, no cognitive and nothing name life. Or the reality side. The real way. You have to surf it a Pitney there, or them Pitney there. And from one to the other. Just a pass on the same button to generation after generation. Yeah, pass on the poisonous button. From generation to generation. And the man them not escape either. And the man the same wild animal. Operate with the same lizard IQ. Just operate at them basic instinctual function like a literal wild animal. Man Listen, without boots. Look on her. Man, she without boots. Come in and breathe. She, And then him wind up a complain and wonder what wrong with him life. Because what again? Both him and her never even know that them alive consciously. Yeah man, most time I this happen. When you see some man come across about baby mother, you know so you fuck. And breathe. The answer is no. Just basic instincts. Like a dog, a literal dog. No awareness, no consciousness. Anything we have in front, I'll store. Lover and them not living in the same reality as a mother. It's obvious. She not capable. And not just she. I will if I mother them the various parts on the spectrum. Yeah. Between human to wild animal, we're stuck in a survival mode. And the survival mode, they shut them out of making all of the rational decisions. We're going to save them life. We're going to put them on a better path. Yeah, me know me always talk about survival mode. But looking at a situation, yeah, and you see the living example of what me talk about. Yeah, man, it make you vulnerable till you turn a wild animal. Where you know a situation where you cannot trust nothing at all. So that paranoia, they keep you in a heightened sense of awareness there. Where you're ready to lash out at any time because you're uncertain of the next move, of what will happen next. When you're not in a situation where you can trust, you cannot calm down. And if you cannot calm down, you're going to see combat in everything a war. You become a hammer where everything look like a nail. And you find now, say, the combative state the way you live in. The system reward it and call it strength. That is what it means to be strong. So you're not going to ever come out of that survival mode, you know. Because you see, everything we take you out of the survival mode, like trying to understand and therefore have clarity on where you look on, and therefore you can calm down. That thing that me always telling you, say, you lost something, you get mad and wicked when you finally find it. So you calm down instant, and you gone back out of the survival state there, the fight or flight there. This is what me talk about you. So them look on all of the things that will bring you out of it as weakness. So everybody got stuck in it. So it become a situation where reproduce itself. It keep reproducing itself. It's a revolving door. This is how a garrison life really is. And why most people can't rise above it. Because them afraid to be where them see or been trained to think is weak. In terms of doing the right thing. The right attitude them. Anything related to doing the right thing. A weakness in a Babylon. So every man stay far from it. Every woman stay far from it. No matter how logical it is. Because them in a survival mode. Them have to survive. You understand how we take for them survive the most? Somebody have a good opinion of them. What is good in a Babylon? The worst, most destructive behaviors. So if they don't like it and know a wrong thing them do, they might indulge in it the same way. Because them have to live. So it take courage to step out of the cycle, you know. Because we're in love with a lack of emotional maturity. So we can't deal with nothing at all adverse. Any problem, one way to solve it. Fight. War. For everything. The go-to solution for everything adverse. Of it, violence. Remember a long time? Who first in here say? People say, boy, you know, you take a village to raise a child, but what happens when the whole village retarded? No escape except separation. You have to find that courage there to separate yourself from it. No matter how it hard, else that will bring you down. Yeah man, if you have to escape it, you have to willing, you have to have the courage to look like an idiot to a set of people who don't know say them an idiot, which is the majority. Everything we try to show them logically, them willfully blind means that them one blind. Everything where you show them logically if you uplift them own life. Them offended by it. Them can't bother. Because them are living at the safety of doing what everybody else do. No matter how much f***ing sense it make. And me are the one in my family. did have the courage to offend them and not give a f*** and broke the generational curse. Me decide to me no pass that button here to the next generation. Look on it. Look where the garrison culture turning. It's a human zoo. And if there's nothing, it can show you that. TikTok can show you that. A place where you go pay wild animal, for be wild animal, for devour one another. You go feed them for them kill one another. And that most of them out there doing and think we're not good enough. And that the system do with the culture, you know. When I feed them, and what you think, what feed them out do and do and do and do. Because again, it tied to them survival. And you, the good person, think, oh my God, I want to get rid of all the evil in the world so bad. And you are the worst blood one. Mr. and Miss Good. Oh no man, I don't know yourself. I don't know exactly the game I want to play with every level of things around here. No complaints or no opinions and all I want to think and how fucked up these people are is not real. Because if I know did mean it, it would have gone. Because people do want to feed them. If them bad behavior and them fuck behavior was something where I got just go against them food, them stop it long time. They know better. And yes, 100%, Rosa will reprobate. None at all is a model of any kind of discipline or virtue. Yes, to all of that, Rosa Rose, not self-control. And I'm my favorite person. People who can't control themselves and them emotion is not my favorite people. But me have to tell the truth. A broken clock is right. Even twice a day, me tell you what that mean again. It means if the clock stuck on 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock come twice a day. And the clock right. At least 2 times. You can't just write her off because you're f***ed. And she go on with a bag of thing. You can't decide to your mother and a troublemaker because of how you feel about she. We know the game we play in Babylon. We grew up around it. My own mother was one of the biggest troublemaker ever. Remember me telling her already, you know. So me I come through me gate and through me that walk little bit ahead, you know. And me look through the kitchen window and see her drape up my stepfather and I deal with him wicked pay years as and I say for liquor, you know. And the dog have Yana inside, so you know, nah touch her, you know. Nah touch her. And when she hear my brother voice now, a mum black come round. And she realize, say, we come. She not see me there window, you know. She start tear up her clothes. And crab up herself and run out. But you gone ball, Lord God. In there kill me. Imagine if me never see that. Or me that kick my stepfather to death. Tell me. Me I say this half year go on in a road situation. No. Me I say we don't know, so if you just quiet sometime and not get so excited on things that we not have evidence of. Because any one of the 2 or 3 or 4 scenario possible. Including the one yeah. But me go say no. Me see a video where Rosa say her mother and even the same Jakes used to say she big and fat and ugly. So this whole TikTok thing and all go work. So just imagine she have to fight off that, you know. And prove them wrong, you know. So just imagine when it work, make them see. When that do to them heart. And now them a try ride off her. The same thing where she want work hard and build. Without an ounce of them encouragement. Imagine that. You don't think that possible. Why? Because you not like her attitude. You think nobody out there can do her nothing bad. Because she have a dirty way. Stop and think about if I saw you think. And look in the mirror and ask yourself if you're rational. Yeah man, just deal with objective truth. Ask yourself if you're rational, if you have that type of thought process there. Me not like you, so nothing boy you can't go there, you can't write in no way, shape or form. This is why I'm not telling you half how I got through it or have been through it. You know, it's useless. Can't all be about you. Well, the average one, that's honesty. Don't be about you, you're not going to be about me, you're not going to hear me all now. You're going to decide if I lie me or tell her truth based on how your story go, your experience, not mine. You can imagine? Now the people them where did I fight against it the most now, I go ride off your back. I do the same thing where them they tell us And to be quite honest now, for them existence point TikTok, what it all be about, really and truly. Everything about them tie back to Rose. The foundation, whatever them are gonna say, not interesting, you know. If it not nothing to do with Rose, you know. Because it's a branch off, it's a half shoot off Rose. Keeping up with the Roses. No matter who you they like that or not, this is true. Them not got interesting for them own. None of the two of them not got interested. You don't want to hear nothing about them for them own. None of the two of them interested. For them own. So everything with them two here come do, I got tie back. Whether Rose and Jakes, with Rose mother or Jakes, they come tie back to Rose. And who tell we say them grateful to Rose? Who tell we say who tell we about the story behind closed doors? Really and truly. Who really make we so positive so we know exactly what we are saying? Me know I can't take care of it because I don't want somebody to become decisive and tell you exactly what go on in a people's life without direct eyewitness, and it is impossible. And if you expect that from me, you're a fucking idiot. That's why you don't love listening to me though. Just want to hear somebody just talk straight, man, and burn out the fire. And a f***ing idiot 3/4 now. Damn set a clown. Alright, so the long and short of this whole thing is that the two people in the equation need serious help. But the thing is, the two people in the equation need to be receptive of this idea and then accept it. And then go seek treatment. You understand? If none of them not receptive, one or both of them not receptive, then this not going to end well for one or both of them. But the thing is, when them have to pay, and most of them not pay them for do it. So it most definitely not going to end well. So me there, I look to see how it going to unfold. Hopefully not in the bag of RIP, this or that, from the bunch of hypocrite. But pay and support, then complain about it.
Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Holness, on behalf of indigenous people of Akompong and the wider Maroon districts of Cockpit Country, I send sincere appreciation for your recent visit to our community and for the government of Jamaica's expression of support following the destruction caused by Hurricane Melissa. We remain grateful for the humanitarian gesture extended to the Akompong people and for your willingness to mobilize resources, particularly those of the JDF military, to assist with the recovery efforts. Honorable Prime Minister, following a deep, comprehensive internal review and a formal deliberation, the full Maroon Council has this time decided not to accept the offer on the militarization of the space during the recovery effort. Instead, the Council would like to thank you for the offer on materials and would accept the offer on those materials and equipment necessary to assist in those recovery efforts.
Enough now. Enough. All of us have right in a Maroon town, and because we didn't vote for Curry, that's why we are the second part people. We're not getting help like how we're supposed to get help because we didn't vote for him. So we are past out. Hurricane Richard Curry don't buy nothing that big deal. And Richard Curry has too much $1 million.
Alright, so as you can see, a portion of people are Akompong, Maroon town in St. Elizabeth. I said them no longer need Richard Curry and him got to go, and there's a divide down there which I think always exists, which we're going to discuss further down. You see me? But before we go in, to be fair to Richard Curry. And I think a lot of people misunderstand Curry's rejection of the militarization where the JDF is concerned. They're going to come in and they're going to, set up camp in a Maroon town. If me understand it right, if me wrong, you can correct me. You see me? And them take that for me and say, boy, him reject the help overall. That is not what me get from him statement. He never reject the help of the government. He say, boy, I accept the help of the government. But him now want the militarization where the JDF come set up camp. For me personally, me see it is a logical fear. Because I could look at some scenarios that are possible. So let's say, for example, now, remember say, the Maroons and the Jamaican government never come to no official settlement yet about who owns what and talk of no, there shall be no other government of Jamaica, a one government and things like this. No. So if you get to militarize the zone, then it's possible say, with so much gun in your place, then how you go command the authority there over the place to reject a government who have be a gun in your place and can tell you anything at that time. And you're forced to do anything what them say to do if them decide to them can do that. I can see that as a possible fear upon the part of Curry. You have to consider say since them and the Jamaican government have never completely come to any kind of agreement about any sovereign nation within Jamaica, then it's safe to assume say if them come find a portion of gun, then a problem for a portion of people. Because that's sovereign, they're not sovereign, so them can't have an army separate and apart from the state. Then you have the next part of it, where a couple of people are speculate. Say, boy, I be a gun near Maroon town. And there is even talks, whispers of a hostile takeover of the Jamaican government. I don't read the rumor, so I don't entertain that. None at all, but them say gun there. Alright. Here the ex-Maroon chief argument as it relates to Curry and the whole situation. Yeah. Well, a clip from FEMA argument.
My name is Aaron Williams. I'm the former colonel of a campo. I have been quiet for over 4 years now. I watch the present management. I don't know if I should say colonel because he says he's not a colonel, he's a chief or king. Because there are persons from Africa come and crown him king, and that the people should bow to him and call him king and call his girlfriend queen. He has not done anything good for the people, separate and apart from taking political lines. Licking out and talking about the jail, yes, and at the same time, open arms protecting the PNP. For instance, I heard him say that he is inviting the opposition leader, Mark Bolden, to come to Ampon and stay with him at time. Yet in the same breath, he's saying that he does not want the Prime Minister to come to a campo. If he's talking about guns, let me tell you something. You have more guns. Well, I won't go further because I will not be an informer.
First and foremost, my concern about this whole thing is the Maroons, right? Them is a sovereign nation. This is the claim from the Maroons, right? How is it that we're completely independent from Jamaica, but Jamaica's politics have an influence in a Maroon town? You have a set of people who are PNP and the next set of people who are Labour, right? The politics don't belong to a set of people where no fool this now have nothing to do with fool no other. None at all. That kind of confusing to me personally. And talking now about the treaty of 1739 between the Maroons and the English, the British. It would seem to me that the Maroons who at that time signed the treaty were not forward thinkers. Because there were some details where it obviously to me them left out, where them never consider in terms of a betrayal. Did they consider, say, this British government and I must last forever? We can have like possibly invaders who maybe take it over by force. Who can come in and say them not recognize this 1739 treaty between the British and the Maroons. Or even if somebody take it over, where the British hand over freedom to somebody, and they say, boy, this soon up thing they want to run this now. Is there a provision in the agreement for a change of government, and that those government who come in have to recognize this treaty here? Because I don't know in them, see a various version of it. I don't know which one to believe. So if anybody at all out there will know the real one who can inform me and light my darkness upon this, because I truly want to know. Is it a part of that official original agreement? Did it provide for questions like them? Me not like to know. Genuinely. But it don't look like me will find out. Because over a year now, Curry commit to do an interview with me and just disappear. I don't know if a Sir P, him here and Tony that. I don't know if I that. I don't know if he hear my brother me if say something what him not agree with. And him boy him just say boy the twin them. And just cut off it two away. As per usual. And me no hear my brother, me no hear of nothing my brother say. So me no know what really are going on here, so. All I can say at this point is, so far, it appears that Richard Curry prove Sir P right. It looked to me, and these are my own words now, like a Maroon or Burgundy. I don't know what going on. Something very, very, very off. Something very, very off are going on. I don't know what I can't put my finger upon it right now, but something off with the whole affair. This separate from Jamaica government, Maroon run them on a thing and yet still them a JLP and PNP. Don't make a fuck of sense. The only sense it make to me is that from morning, after them sign this treaty with the British, them never separate themselves and desire to have some kind of separate state from the British. Them they join them. Them join them and use fit them constitution and kill, capture back, runaway slave. Me I said that from VYBZ Sunday school. Me I show you that. So instead of Nanny did listen to Kojo and say, make we take the whole Jamaica. We could continue the battle and take the whole Jamaica. But Nanny does settle for one little piece in one part. And I eat this today. Maroon aligned themselves with the British when it did useful to them. But just never had a plan ahead. Nanny make them cut off Kojo head and put it on a stick over Spanish Town. And take what was promised. But nobody in a plan for them government they go give away a country or get take over in any kind of way. You see me? Nobody never officialize the autonomy, the sovereignty. You just expect a next set of people 100 years down the line to honor that. Basically, it never ratify. So it is purely ceremonial and cultural. And that happened. Modern time now come see something that was already set. There was no need for it at the time because the Maroon joined the British. You can say it's an independent state and a nation within a nation. But we come know Maroons as people who have Jamaican passport. Well, if it is a sovereign nation is separate and apart, that no make no sense. So is it something we're not trying to establish now because we are ignorant? Is it something we're not going to sit down with the government and really fine tune out and iron out that's something, you know? It can't just left up in our ear, so you know. One set of people I think one set of thing and the next set of people but I think a different set of thing, you know. And nothing no official or there on paper, you know. Or agreed to otherwise, you know. Whether we will talk it out or fight it out or whatever. But this have to done, you know. That me think.
Really locks the voice box, tell me what you think. Broke it down in detail, make me know the link. Curly locks the voice box, tell me what you